making its way back onto the circuit. These guys and girls have certainly had a great season in 2016. The action's been thick and fast at the front end, and expect more of the same here, with maybe a couple of wild cards thrown in from Cape Town.
Now, it's all about the big names of Dean Voss. We've got Nicholas Krobler out here today. Darren Upton, remember your last year's Thunderbike champion. So trying to get that time in. And of course, a little bit of local flavour. David McFadden, internationally renowned Dave McFadden. And another local man there, Trevor Westman on the Mad Max Kawasaki. But they're all trying to beat that man on the Yamaha R1. The Joker, Nicholas Krobler, on board here with Sean Vermaak. It's a great start there from what looked like the fourth or fifth row as they head into turn one.
Stoutgat looking really good down here for his first outing to Cape Town. Into turn one, though, it looks like all around the outside. Dean Voss getting it all together and sorting things out on his tail, pushing hard. Looks like that might be Shorty Davidson, who got through to second place. And Trevor Westman being outgunned. So was McFadden as they head down into turn two now. Yes, indeed, McFadden down into third. Fourth place as Westman bombs it up the inside, trying to find a way through. Can't get there yet. He's tucked in behind his Cape Town rival. But there is some great battles right through this field. Usual contenders at the front end. And once again, Upton sneaks ahead and pulls that R1 up into third place.
Yeah, Gareth Davidson did get the start up into second, but I don't think he's got the pace to run with the leaders out front. So watch his name to tumble down as look at the two local men, McFadden and of course Trevor Westman, round his tail. The first of the 600s, that's Alex van der Berg, the local rider as well. So doing a great job to try and hang in with those big 1000cc machines out front.
It's not
on
easy,
the brakes,
especially down this back straight with the additional power of the thousands. And Krobler retakes the lead. So Krobler from Voss as they come out. Upton is there in third. Then you got McFlash, and on McFlash tail, Shorty and Killer Westman coming through there. Trevor Westman just squeezing the Yamaha out as they came into the kink and heading onto the main straight.
Look how close they're going to get to the wall here. On board with Sean Vermaak. They go right up against the pit wall as they come down the front straight, up into about fifth gear, down 3 gears, or sometimes 2, depending on your gearing. Third gear, Darren Upton is the man on the move now. He's up into third place, right on the back wheel now of the Trolan Kawasaki Dean Voss, but he looks like, wheeling R1 over the bump on the inside on the brakes. Yeah, Darren Upton really does enjoy turn number 2, but look who's coming. The local flavour, Dave McFadden, using all the experience on the BMW this time. We normally see him on the Suzuki, so different outing here, but if anyone knows how to make passes, it's McFadden, and leg out on the inside, not quite making it stick there.
Now McFlash is on a charge though. He wants through big time, and I think Dean Voss will definitely have to keep his eyes on the rearview mirrors. Shorty Davidson losing a little bit of ground. Remember, Shorty Davidson is in with a shot of wrapping up the Thunderbike Championship, and there's a good possibility if he hangs on to where he is right now, that could happen by the end of the day. A little bit further back in the field, you can see battles starting to rage. Carl Schultz involved there. Gavin Upton is just ahead of him. So the two men, one from Cape Town, one from up north, having a great battle. Stoutgat is in the mix as well. Sean Vermaak on the four-ways Kawasaki, late on the brakes in the Cape Town corner.
And Jared Schultz also out there on the 600 for one of the first rides on the 600 machine. So good to see the young man now competing overseas as well, out on track at the moment. But like you said, what a great dive. Sean Vermaak, really impressive this. But look at Darren Upton. He's got ahead of Nick Krobler now, so closed down that gap and got out front. So impressive. The two Yamaha R1 machines out front where they belong. But into turn one, Sean Vermaak, let's go over the brakes. And on the inside there of Nico van der Merwe. So good move there. Oh, there we go. Local man Dave McFadden. Problems with that BMW. So out of this race, that promotes Gareth Davidson up into fourth place and where he needs to be for this championship.
Yeah, just swap out the numbers there, 69 and 96. Shorty going through. Krobler still on a charge here. Wants the victory. He's not going to give this up. Upton's going to have to fight him off down towards Cape Town corner. Look at Nick Krobler trying to get that machine absolutely dialed in onto the back straight. Slipstream effect going to come into play here. Very similar machines. R1 power down that back straight away. Side by side. It's luminescent as they come towards us. 22 and 66. Battle of the double numbers here in the Cape Town corner, but Upton is going to hang on. Can he keep it all together now? Oh, what a mistake. That is going to be costly for Nick Krobler. He's got a problem. That R1 has said bang, and unfortunately he's out. That is not what you see. Not on these new Yamahas. That is a big, big loss there for Nick Krobler. And that means Trevor Westman, the killer, is going to move up to second. Dean Voss is going to take third. They're nowhere in sight. Look at that. He's still out into turn one, and we still don't see second place. Only now as he pitches it into KFM corner do we see Westman take second place. Third place goes to Dean Voss, and Shorty Davidson comes through for a great fourth place.
So overall then, it was all about Darren Upton, the local flavour man, Trevor Westman on the Mad Max Kawasaki in second. Dean Voss did his championship, all kinds of good there in third place. And in fourth, Gareth Davidson. Let's catch up with our cameraman, Sean Vermaak.
Well, it's my first time here. Definitely a scary track. Trying to get to grips with all these fast corners, but going as fast as we can, definitely. It was good. More to the end we started sliding. The track conditions got a bit hot, but it was a good race. Definitely a good race.